Want to get your thoughts on all of the information we just learned.
Well, we got to start with reality of an extraordinarily dangerous and disaster. I mean, people have died, people's homes and families disrupted, destroyed. And so the impact on Angelenos is extraordinary. The sheriff did a great job laying out very, very important issues, as did the two supervisors. And the Q&A covered a lot of issues. There are a couple of things that I've learned over the years. I was the insurance commissioner in California for 8 years in the 90s and then in 2000. And there's some things that I would like to pass along to everybody, particularly those that are in the fire zone area. And that is, be prepared to leave. Get your go bag. Be prepared to leave. You may not be under an evacuation order now, but you could be in a couple of hours. Very, very important. Follow those instructions. Also, if you have the time, and this is for all of us, for me here at my home and for everybody out there, use your cell phone and go through your house. Take the video.
Smart.
Video everything. That will help you should you have to file a claim. For those who didn't have time to do that, they probably have on their cell phone a family event, a birthday, some celebration. Hang on to that. When it comes time to file a claim, that will be extraordinarily helpful with your insurance commission, with your insurance company, so that they know what you lost, both in terms of personal property as well as the house itself. And so right now, people need to prepare themselves for the eventuality, particularly those in the Los Angeles area. The sheriff and the supervisors laid out a very difficult future for Los Angeles in the days ahead. So people need to be prepared.
Congressman, I wanted just to kind of recap. We have held at 11 dead, and we've learned now from that presser 13 people are missing. How people are going to go about finding those people, we don't know, because you can't get up and down these roads where people are missing. I mean, look at these live pictures of Brentwood right now. I mean, this is crazy. If you know this area, a lot of these roads are 2 lanes, and it's very hard to navigate on a normal, pretty day, let alone what we are witnessing now. Interesting to note as well, some of the facts that 400 National Guard are in the region now. We've got resources coming in from out of state. And I also wanted to ask you really quick, because I've been watching Cuomo every night, as we all do. You were talking to a fire victim, Chad Comey, who had lost his home, and he's a young man. And I remember you telling him about some resources with the state of California that maybe not everybody knows about. Could you remind us all what you told Chad Comey and how the state can help him and others?
Well, a couple of things. First of all, the disaster assistance centers that the sheriff and the supervisors talked about, they're very important. It's a great place to get information. There are going to be long lines, there's going to be delays, and there's probably going to be frustration. But that's the starting point. The various evacuation centers are also there. It is probable that the insurance companies will soon be bringing in their portable offices to provide information for the insurance coverages that are going to have to be dealt with in the future. Also, the Department of Insurance will probably have people out at these various centers. So that's the starting point. Also, the Federal Emergency Management is in place. We did hear about some of the glitches that they're dealing with, but that is money and assistance that is immediately available to most everybody that has been affected by this, lost their homes or forced out of their homes. Mm-hmm. So those services are going to be there. The State Office of Emergency Services is also, I'm certain, set up at those various disaster assistance centers to provide additional information. One thing to keep in mind is, despite the extraordinary stress that people are under, particularly those that have lost their homes, they're going to have to be patient. Getting back to see the results of the fire is on everybody's mind. But they're not going to be able to do that because of the danger, because of the policing issues, and because of the ongoing fires in these areas.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.